They never said Japanese because that was a word that took, I guess, to them, it was too long a word. So Jap happened to be the most easiest word for them to use, and that was constantly in the newspaper. And so every day you pick up the newspaper, it had something about Japs across the headlines. With the impact of Pearl Harbor, then everybody, even here in Los Angeles, reacted to it, that the minute you were seen, you were called Jap immediately, no matter where you went. So it kind of created an atmosphere where you didn't want to be out there and to be treated that way, because it had never happened previously. They were our friends. They were people that we had dealt with, whether you went to the grocery store or wherever it was. No one is helping us, but people were aware that the Japanese were going to be thrown into a camp or something, and everybody seemed to know, because people would come walking up to our door and asking us, "Are you selling anything?" And then they'll offer like $10, $15 for a refrigerator, you know, things that were outrageous, but this is it. You couldn't take anything with you. You had to get money. When we went on the train and they took us to Arkansas, they drew all the shades down. And we thought, how weird. I mean, you can't even look out of the window, because they felt that if they see all these Asian people coming on the train, I think they were concerned with the reaction of the people. I stood there and said, it says colored, I think, and then it says, I forgot whether it said white or whatever, and I didn't know which bathroom to use. Where do I go? Am I supposed to use the colored, or am I supposed to use the white? And we said, well, let's try the white and see if anybody will throw us out, you know. And if they didn't throw us out, it would be okay. But this is what the situation was, never having been confronted, and I can understand the black people too. And we didn't know whether to sit in the front of the bus or the back of the bus. And we kind of took the middle section, says, if we sit in the middle, they can't tell where we belong. That they should always remember that a camp, and these situations like a camp, can happen to anyone, that no one is beyond something like that. You think that you don't have to, but the government can come in and corral a bunch, all the people that they think are bad, and say, this group of people are bad people, and just throw you into camp, and that can happen. So you have to learn to be a cohesive unit and fight, and learn to fight something as terrible as this.